The mayoral election in Eneida Bay is on, and our city is at a crossroads. We have four candidates, each with a wildly different vision for the future. One wants to build a bustling trade empire, while another wants a quiet green paradise. The choices we make are going to define the city for generations. So today, we're not just going to talk about their plans, we're going to build them. Using the incredible new tools in the City Skylines 2 Bridges and Ports DLC, we're bringing each candidate's dream to life in 4 head-to-head builds to see who really deserves to lead this city. We'll weigh their promises against the reality of asphalt, concrete, and consequence. So, after you've seen all the 4 visions, you'll have one last chance to cast your vote over on the YouTube community tab to decide who should truly lead Eneida Bay. The battle for Eneida Bay's soul starts today, so kick back and let's jump right into it. First up is the incumbent mayor, Oliver Green. His platform is built on a simple idea: sustainability. He sees Eneida Bay not as a concrete jungle, but as a community living with sustainability and respect for nature. He's all about local production, clean energy, and a high quality of life for everyone, even if it means slower growth. His big proposal is to revitalize our coastline with an eco-friendly fishing industry, steering us away from the mass industrialization. He sounds like he's got a solid plan, but can the city truly run on ideals alone? Let's put his vision to the test. We're starting in a small, undeveloped waterfront on the southern part of our map. This spot just feels right for Green's vision. It's secluded, close to the Eneida Bay Highway, giving trucks easy access to transport their goods, and has a straight shot to the open sea without getting in the way of major shipping lanes. The first rule of any Oliver Green build is to respect the land. We're not just flattening mountains or clearing out forests. We're going to work with what's already here. We will, however, provide a little more highway access to decrease the traffic congestion and the associated air pollution. Oliver Green is going to invest in 2 road network infrastructures and a little bit of landscaping to help ease the traffic this industry will inevitably produce. First, he is going to clear out a very simple area of land here to construct a 4-lane drawbridge. This is to provide future access to the sea from the southern inlet. Then, he will provide access to the Eneida Bay Highway so trucks can deliver the goods throughout the city. While the construction of the drawbridge may be expensive and a demonstration of his confidence in winning this election, it will also provide vital accessibility to the city. This is no doubt a political tactic to gain the favor of the small businesses residing in the downtown area. Now for the heart of his plan, the new fishing industry. The Bridges and Ports DLC gives us these awesome open water and fish farm harbors. I'm going to start by placing down the main building, which will unlock all the upgrades: a fishing harbor pier, fishing area, open water fishing farming area, the fishing route tool, 3 different storage facility sizes, and then the narrow boatway. Next, I'm placing one of the open sea fish farms right along the east side of the cove. The asset itself looks great. It's clean, modern, and honestly doesn't have a massive footprint. Even better if we get to draw that footprint in ourselves with a polygon tool. According to the game mechanics, these ports generate a steady, if modest, supply of food and local goods. They create jobs without all the heavy pollution and noise. This is going to be the cornerstone of Green's economic policy, self-sufficiency. Eneida Bay under his watch would feed itself. With the port in place, it's time to zone for the community. While the pollution of the generic industry is not ideal in Green's perspective, it would be a political blunder not to allow a few factories to zone and develop near the fishing port storage facilities. Therefore, to gain that political favor, let's get a few generic factories in here. Not too many, and not a thick density of them. Just enough that perhaps a few food factories can take advantage of the new resource. We do need to be honest, though, about the downsides. The economic output is modest. The fishing harbor provides a decent income, but it's a drop in the bucket compared to what a real industrial port could bring in. Could you run a whole metropolis of hundreds of thousands on this model? Probably not. This is a beautiful boutique vision, but it might lack the economic engine a capital city needs. As we pull back for some final beauty shots of this serene coastal village with its quiet streets and clean waters, we see both the appeal and the peril of Oliver Green's mayorship. He offers a future that's calm, clean, and deeply humane. But in our competitive world, is it a future that's strong enough? He's built a haven, but can you really build a megacity on tranquility? Next up, candidate Lucas Fox. If Oliver Green is all about sustainable development, Lucas Fox is all about conquering it. His vision for Eneida Bay is one of unapologetic aggressive growth. He sees our city as a future megacity. For him, progress is measured in square feet and rental income. His philosophy is simple: build bigger, build denser, and build richer. He shrugs off concerns about pollution, but understands if he doesn't address traffic concerns, he'll never win the upcoming mayoral election. To pull off his high-stakes vision, we're not hiding in some quiet cove. We're heading straight back to the dense downtown area of Eneida Bay. Here, Fox is finally beginning his desired wall-to-wall development, mixing row homes and local shops together in block-long developments. The first step is a city grid that can handle insane pressure. No quaint country roads here. We've already laid out a road blueprint using the existing infrastructure to make room for as much development as possible, but efficiency is everything. So I'm going through and making sure our lane mathematics makes sense and a sense of road hierarchy is in place. The soft curves of nature are gone here, replaced by the hard right angles of progress. Now, we adjusted the traffic control in the main downtown area, but what about the other side of the Inner Bay? A simple bridge won't cut it anymore. It's not a statement. Lucas Fox is all about projecting power. That's why we're going all in with a bridge from the Bridges and Ports DLC to make the most impressive bridge we can. I'm choosing the new 2-lane, 4-lane, double-decked, extra-dosed bridge for our vehicular traffic. First, it's very extra, and Lucas Fox loves to make a grand statement. But second, it creates a dedicated roadway for the industrial traffic that's trying to transport goods into Milliard Number 1. It's colossally expensive, and hooking it up to the main network is honestly a real headache. But it's an icon. It's a declaration. When you see this bridge, you know you're somewhere important. Since our transit lines also run over the Inner Bay, we're actually building 3 bridges total, creating a grand gateway into our downtown while maintaining our current roadways, subways, and tram tracks. The cost is insane, but for Fox, that's just a marketing expense and a political example of how he will continue to juggle massive traffic concerns with aggressive development in the downtown area. With the incredibly tall and arguably treacherous connections in place, it's time to unleash the density. Lucas Fox is zoning this entire area with thick, wall-to-wall row homes and mixed-use density, specifically keeping in touch with the local Northeast USA architectural styles of the area. There's no low density here. Every single square meter of land has to be squeezed for its economic potential. As the buildings shoot up, the skyline of Fox's vision takes shape. And honestly, it's breathtaking. The density, the sheer scale, it's awe-inspiring. This looks like the cover of a magazine about the world's most powerful cities. The sun glinting off thousands of windows, the endless cannons of steel and glass. It's a monument to human ambition. And the money, my goodness, the money. It's pouring in. The tax revenue from this small district alone is staggering. The residential buildings house hundreds of citizens and shops provide dozens of jobs. From a purely developmental standpoint, this is an undeniable roaring success. Lucas Fox promised growth, and on that promise, he has delivered big time. But then you zoom in around other parts of the city and you look past the glittering skyline and you see the reality on the ground. The traffic is a complete nightmare. Even with our new roads and giant bridges, the sheer volume of people trying to commute creates a permanent gridlock. This is the dark side of Fox's dream. He's built a political platform of growth and city development. But the larger the city, the larger the traffic issues, and the strain that puts on the city services is immense. As we pull away for our final cinematic shot, we see the two faces of Lucas Fox's vision. From a distance, it's a stunning spectacle of modern achievement, but up close, it's a stressful, chaotic, and kind of soulless place. He built a monument to prosperity, but he may have forgotten that cities are for people. The question his future asks is a stark one. What's the price of progress, and are we willing to pay it if Lucas Fox is elected mayor? Our third candidate, George Marble, thinks the true greatness of a city isn't in its GDP or its population, but how happy its people are and how willing tourists are to visit and spend their money. He's a work hard, play harder kind of guy. His vision for Eneida Bay is to turn it into a world-class tourist destination, a city of leisure, entertainment, and amazing quality of life. He wants to build a city that feels like a permanent vacation. His new signature project, a sprawling, beautiful network of canals lined with attractions, cafes, and public spaces. It's a tempting idea, a city built for fun. But can a city survive on tourism alone? Let's find out. For Marble's vision, we're picking this spot right up near the heart of the city where multiple canals connect. This area is a blank canvas perfect for the major transformation his plan needs and the convenient access to the yellow subway line. It's got the waterfront access, which is key, but at the moment it's pretty boring. That's what we're here to fix. While Lucas Fox used massive, intimidating bridges, George Marble's vision calls for something more elegant and human-sized. We're using the new collection of parks from the DLC. I'm placing multiple of them along the sides of the canal, some small cafes, lush green parks, perhaps a few signature buildings, and some safe walking areas, letting people wander freely along the canal. They're not for cars, they're for people. This forces a different, slower pace of life. Marble's vision hinges on the attractions. A canal district is nice, but you need to give people a reason to come. I'm placing waterfront assets like the dockyard, green spaces, and large piers jutting into the water. The entire waterfront is alive. It's a dynamic, vibrant space filled with things to see and do. I'm also weaving in plenty of the small parks, fountains, and plazas. Every corner you turn should reveal something new and delightful. Now let's populate this paradise. The zoning here is a unique mix. We want ample amount of hotel accommodation to provide tourists a local place to stay along the canal. Depending on the space, Marble may even grant some land to a few small business owners to set up shop. As this district comes to life, it is undeniably spectacular. It's beautiful, it's fun, and it's unique. Citizens' happiness is soaring just like in Green's build, but for different reasons. Here, happiness comes from constant fun and entertainment. The tourists are flocking in, and the income from the tourism zones is surprisingly strong. The land value, though, is through the roof. This is the most desirable real estate in Eneida Bay. This vision has created a place that feels alive, a district that pulses with energy and joy. It's triumph of urban design and proof that cities can be places of delight. But like all the others, Marble's vision has its own problems. First, the cost. Creating tourist-friendly areas is expensive and requires large amounts of land. This was, by far, the most expensive of the 3 builds so far. Second, the job market is very one-dimensional. It's almost all service and hospitality jobs. This creates a fragile economy that's super dependent on tourism. A global recession or even just a bad stretch of weather could be disastrous. Third, similar to Lucas Fox's vision, it procures obscene amounts of vehicular traffic, forcing Marble to make agreements with the Eneida Bay Transit Authority to integrate their transit lines throughout his proposed developments, further decreasing the city's profit margins on these particular projects. As we take our final shots of the water with the night lights reflecting off of it, we see the powerful appeal of George Marble's proposal. He promises a city that makes you happy, and he delivers a vibrant, beautiful place that's a joy to experience. But his vision raises a big question. Can a city whose main industry is fun be truly complete with resilient societies? Or is it just a beautiful facade, a playground for the rich with a hollow core? Our fourth and final candidate is the newcomer Rikuya Watanabe. He is a pragmatist, a systems thinker. He doesn't talk about happiness or harmony, he talks about tonnage, efficiency, and global supply trades. His vision for Eneida Bay is to turn it into the undisputed logistics hub of the entire region. For Watanabe, the city is a machine, and his job is to make that machine as powerful and efficient as humanly possible. His platform is built on pure, unadulterated industry. He argues that a powerful economy is the foundation for everything else: good schools, safe streets, and happy citizens. It's a cold, calculated approach, but is it the right one? Let's get to work and build his industrial beast. For Watanabe's project, location is everything. He needs a massive stretch of deep water coastline with flat, open land behind it, and crucially, it needs direct access to the region's highway and rail connections. He has found this good spot on the far southern coast. It's ugly and barren, and it's perfect for heavy industry as the land is sparse for infrastructure, leaving it a blank canvas for Watanabe to work with. There's no gentle, curving road network here. Watanabe is building an infrastructure of pure function. He is laying down dedicated highway spurs that lead right into our future port complex. To ensure his dreams of building a massive rail yard, cargo airport, and massive harbor are achievable, Watanabe backed the interchange proposed when Green began his development of the fishing farms, promising Green that good infrastructure would decrease the air pollution and congested semi-trucks. Therefore, this is all about flow. The entire layout is designed to get goods in, processed, and out with zero friction. There are no pedestrians here, no scenic routes, only the path of least resistance for a shipping container. Now for the main event, the port itself. The Bridges and Ports DLC was practically made for a vision like Watanabe's. He's not just placing one port building, he wants to build a sprawling modular port complex. But until he has the backing of the citizens and more funds, he is starting with new container yards, which are just going to become massive fields of stacked containers that show the sheer scale of the operation he promises the citizens of Eneida Bay. He's also placing in some cargo terminals, each with its own towering cranes that will dominate the skyline. Every piece is placed with purpose, creating an assembly line for global trade. Next, Watanabe is using the new shipping line tools to set up a trade route to a new destination, lands told to us only by Watanabe himself, lands that he called home before coming to Eneida Bay. We'll be importing raw materials and exporting finished goods from these unknown foreign lands at a scale that blows the other candidates out of the water. This isn't just a port, it's the city's new heart, pumping goods and money through its arteries. The visual scale of it is just staggering. It's a symphony of steel, cranes, and constant motion. To support this machine, we need a massive industrial zone. So we're going to zone a few areas right around the port for heavy generic industry, specifically using the warehouse-looking assets that produce goods instead of storing them, and perhaps a few chunkier ones that have the smokestacks. This is where the raw materials coming through the port will be turned into products, which will then be exported right back out or throughout Eneida Bay. It's a perfect closed-loop system of production. The results of Watanabe's vision are exactly what he promised. The economic output is astronomical. The income from the port complex single-handedly makes Eneida Bay one of the wealthiest cities in Namandria. It creates thousands of jobs across all education levels, from dock workers to logistic managers. In terms of pure economic power, Rikuya Watanabe hasn't just won this competition, he's lapped the other candidates multiple times. But the cost is immense. The moment the port is running, a tidal wave of pollution crashes over the region. The ground is stained vibrant colors. A permanent cloud of smog hangs in the air. The noise is a constant, grinding, 24/7 roar of machinery, trains, and trucks. The traffic, while not horrible now, could become apocalyptic. Even with dedicated highways, the sheer number of cargo trucks could easily create bottlenecks that stretch for miles. It's a vision of pure efficiency, but it's also an environmental and sensory nightmare. 4 candidates, 4 builds, 4 possible futures for Eneida Bay. We saw Oliver Green's Eco Paradise, a beautiful, serene area that puts people and planet first, but struggles with economic muscle. We saw Lucas Fox's Glittering Metropolis, a vertical city of immense wealth that groans under the weight of its own density. We saw George Marble's Waterfront Playground, a city designed for joy, beautiful and vibrant, but maybe lacking in substance. And we saw Rikuya Watanabe's logistics machine, an economic powerhouse that sacrifices its environment and its citizens' well-being on the altar of profit. So let's break it down. For economic viability, it's no contest. Rikuya Watanabe's port is a money-printing machine that the others just can't touch. Lucas Fox comes in a respectable second, but Watanabe's industrial engine is in another league entirely. For citizen quality of life, the tables are turned completely. The builds from Oliver Green and George Marble are the clear winners. Green offers peace, nature, and health. Marble offers fun, excitement, and beauty. Both create places where people are genuinely happy. Fox's stressful downtown and Watanabe's polluted industrial zone are, frankly, miserable places to live. When we consider long-term scalability, things get more complex. Green's model feels too small for a large population. Marble's tourism economy is fragile. The real contenders for a big, growing city are Fox and Watanabe. Their models, while flawed, are built for massive scale. The challenge would be figuring out how to fix their severe negative side effects. And finally, for aesthetics and design, this is subjective, but for the city's money, George Marble's Canal District is the most creative and visually stunning. It turned a blank canvas into a living work of art. Green's Village has a natural rustic beauty, while Fox's Skyline is impressive in its own right. Watanabe's port is, let's just say it's functionally impressive. So who wins? Each candidate has a fatal flaw. Green's vision is too small, Fox's is too stressful, Marble's is too frivolous, and Watanabe's is too brutal. It seems electing any one of them could lead Eneida Bay down a dangerously unbalanced path. But I'm not the one making the final call. The future of Eneida Bay is now in your hands. It's time for you to take one last final stand at the polling booth over on the YouTube community tab to decide who truly will lead Eneida Bay. Will you choose the green paradise, the dense downtown, the industrial machine, or the city of entertainment? Cast your vote and let me know in the comments which candidate got your support and why. I really want to see which future you all choose. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Eneida Bay's 4 possible futures. It was an absolute blast bringing these wildly different philosophies to life and seeing the consequences firsthand. If you enjoyed this build-off and want to see more city building challenges and stories, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. You can also become a channel member for perks like early access to the videos. Every single like on this video helps us get one step closer to our goal of 50 likes, so don't forget to hit that button. And, as always, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.